Hey!
I don't know why you guys don't see fault about Khosi. Now someone was coming here on this place saying that I wish that Virgo was here. Let me blast her. As she's old enough, she can't respect her old age. I'll put her in her place. Was saying Nelisa is an instigator. How dare you say Nelisa is an instigator? You can imagine a girl that has left the show. You are still trying to decampaign her, saying shit about her. What sort of rubbish is that? You guys were saying Blue is desperate. You have seen the person worse than Blue now. You need to see the way they were kissing here. Rubbishing herself. Low esteemed girl. I don't know what rubbish fans are standing Khosi.
Okay, last night was insane. Guys, last night was insane. I say it again, last night was insane. Last night was intense between Khosi and Thabang. I mean, these two people set the internet on fire. Hey! In fact, they ate out the hearts of a lot of people that were against them without leaving any crumbs behind. These two people traumatized a lot of people. See, just as much as they made a lot of people happy, just as much as they gave their shapers bragging rights last night, oh my God, it was in the same measure that they traumatized their enemies. Oh my God. The kiss. They had their first kiss last night and it was hot. It was even more sexy. The way Thabang initiated the kiss. Hey! Hey! Gloria Elijah was just shouting. Gloria Elijah was almost going to lose her mind. I was literally going crazy. And you know the funny thing? Yeah, no, not really funny, but the interesting part. This whole thing, the moves started yesterday morning. Yeah, yesterday morning. And we know that this would have been flirting for the longest time. They've been flirting. But yesterday morning, it became more intense. It became more intense. Conversations followed. The physical touches were more. People were already going crazy yesterday morning. Conversations were springing up. Agenda was agending on top of Khosi's head. People were accusing Khosi of the most ridiculous things, which I'm going to share with all of you on this video. Guys, it was wild. So you know what? Let's get into this video. I'm going to go ahead and share with you all the juicy tea. And as usual, I'll encourage you all to please go ahead and share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. All right. And the kiss was not the only thing that happened yesterday. There was also the wager task presentation. There was also the pool party. I'm going to just give you guys, just bits and pieces of my thoughts about those events, as well on this video. So just watch to the end, okay? And you are all especially welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the tea. And if you're new here and you are yet to officially become a part of this community, please, it's quite easy. Just go ahead and do exactly what you see on your screen. All right. Now, quickly. Before I forget, guys, don't forget, tomorrow by 3 p.m. WAT, we're going to be having our YouTube live stream here. So please make it a date with us. Do not forget, do not miss out. You totally want to join us. All right. Now, quickly, let's proceed into the details of this conversation. As I said before, it had started yesterday morning. Remember, yesterday was the Housemates presentation day, and they were still preparing, and Thabang needed to dye his hair blue. That thing was actually looking all green. It wasn't really blue. So Khosi came to the rescue. She was helping him dye his hair, and in the course of doing that, they were having conversations. So Khosi was sort of reminiscing on all the whole drama between herself and Yemi, how it all started, how it escalated, how she felt so embarrassed that aside the fact that Yemi was constantly disrespecting her, the whole house knew about what was going on between Yemi and Blue, but she was the only person in the dark. She had no idea. So she was basically just expressing how she felt. And then she and Thabang were also talking about how they started their own secret affair, how they started from just having plain conversations, and she was also reminiscing the first night that Thabang was really staring at her at the party. She said she liked it. They were just talking, and for me, I felt like it was good conversation. But then before I knew it, people, aka some of Yemi's fans, they had picked a particular portion of the conversation where Khosi was explaining that Yemi embarrassed her because he could not really communicate, what he wanted to say sometimes. Right now, once people heard that word communicate, they misinterpreted it, whether deliberately or not, or otherwise, guys, I don't know, but they sort of misinterpreted it to mean that Khosi was shaming Yemi over his stuttering defect. And I was wondering, I don't understand, but I listened to that entire conversation the whole time from start to finish, and there was no point that Khosi had made reference to the fact that Yemi stuttered. Yeah, what she was basically explaining to Thabang was the fact that Yemi had a way of communicating, and she had told him about it several times. That, listen, don't talk to me this way, talk to me this way. So for her, it was how Yemi, it was mostly Yemi's manner of expression. Yeah, that's it. His manner of expression, his tone of expression, that sometimes she did not like it. As the reason Miracle was constantly saying that, oh, Yemi was disrespectful to women. So when I saw people dragging Khosi on Twitter, I was just having a good laugh because I was asking myself, could it be that this set of people are just plain ignorant of simple communication or the actual meaning of context in conversations, or they just went onto Twitter or TikTok and then they picked up that clip and they ran with the agenda and they started dragging Khosi? Guys, it was just very disgusting. And even if you even watched only that part of the clip without watching the entire scene of the conversation, guys, it was just very, very easy to comprehend. So I was wondering, what was the dragging all about? And thankfully, just as if Khosi and Thabang knew that people were having a headache over their matter on the outside, they decided to increase the volume of the stress. They decided to give people more things to get mad about. Hence the kiss that happened much later in the evening after the pool party. But before we get to the kiss, guys, hold on. I know that you are eager to hear this gist. Hold on. Let's talk about everything in between that happened before that kiss. Now, it wasn't just Khosi and Thabang that were in the heat of the moment, or maybe of the weather, or whatever was going on between those people in the house. Now, Miracle and Ipeleng were also playing their own kind of game. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this for a fact. Ipeleng is a bad girl. Yeah. Forget all that soft-spokenness, all that shyness, all that awkward looking, behavior and mannerisms. Nah. Ipeleng is a bad girl. She's very naughty. And she likes people that are also very naughty. And it's making me wonder that could it be that this is the reason she's actually missing Luke a lot? Because Luke was also very, very naughty. Luke knew how to press Ipeleng's buttons here and there. He knew how to get her in the mood. And that was precisely what Miracle was doing to Ipeleng yesterday. So yesterday, the housemates were complaining about the cold. Those that would go outside, they would complain about cold. They come inside the house, they would complain about cold. They were just basically complaining about cold. Now, Miracle was acting really funny. Yeah. And I could not interpret his actions to be if he was really catching cold or if he was actually really horny. Because this guy was all touchy, all up on Ipeleng's face. This guy was literally sniffing Ipeleng like a puppy. This guy was literally hands-on, full hands-on Ipeleng. This guy was all over Ipeleng. You know where a puppy wants to be cuddled, wants to just snuggle into the body of its owner. That was how Miracle was looking and behaving yesterday. And Ipeleng was like, oh, Miracle, oh, yo, oh, Miracle, yo, oh, Miracle, don't touch me, Miracle, how does she even call Miracle again? Miracle, oh, Miracle, yo, oh, yo. And I'm like, Ipeleng, what the hell is wrong with you? If you're feeling uncomfortable, then sternly warn Miracle to stop being all up under your skin. But sis did not warn Miracle sternly. Instead, she sat down there. She was designing her outfit for their fashion show. And she was like, oh, Miracle, yo. Oh, Miracle, don't touch me like that. Oh, Miracle, yo. The guy had hands on her waist. And she was still, oh, Miracle, yo. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. I said, Ipeleng would not kill me. And guess what? Fast forward to later, during the pool party. Hey, Miracle was seriously horny. It was horny. Ha! And Ipeleng too was acting like she did not like it. Both of them were in the dressing, in the washroom. And it brought about the first question to my head. Okay, Ipeleng, if you claim you are not into this guy like that, if you claim that you are not really attracted to this guy like that, what are you doing in the washroom with Miracle whilst the rest of the housemates are at the pool party? What's your explanation, girl? Guys, Miracle looked gone. His face, his eyes looked, dilated with lust. This guy was literally trying to pull Ipeleng to himself, trying to kiss her, trying to nuzzle her neck. And Ipeleng was like, oh, yeah, Miracle, oh, yeah. And Miracle was like, guys, Miracle was gone. He was gone. But she was heavily trying to resist him while still standing there, as if her legs were tied to the ground. Anyways, she was able to, convince him that they should go back to the party, and they went back to the party because Miracle was brying beef and he left it on the fire to roast and burn. So she had to remind you that, Miracle, you left the meat on the fire. Miracle, let's go back to go and look at the meat. Miracle. And then they went back to go and look at the meat. I say, hey, yesterday, of all those things Miracle was doing, the only thing that was on my mind was, what would his Chibusoma be thinking on the outside, looking at his man misbehave like that on the inside? Anyways, moving on to the housemate wager task presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, it was fantastic. I saw these housemates' designs on the runway and I could only marvel at their creativity. These housemates are creative. And on my video yesterday, I was just expressing how much I really wished that they would win their wager, if not for anything, but because of the effort, because of the time, because of the commitment they put into the work and the creativity. Guys, it was very obvious that they were so proud of themselves. It was very obvious that they were very, very optimistic about the whole deal. It was very obvious that, they were just having a good time. Oh my God. I mean, I can't even say worthy of mentioning, because every single one of the housemates brought their best foot forward. Every single one of them. I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I was thinking it was only going to be Kanaga Junior, Yvonne, and maybe Khosi that would actually really, express the whole beauty thing, the whole fashion thing. But guys, I was shocked that even the likes of Miracle that don't even know how to sew were able to use that manual sewing machine, or is it electronic sewing machine, to sew and put together their pieces. Guys, these housemates did all that in less than 48 hours. Because when the brief was given to them on Monday, the materials, the resources they needed to start creating their pieces did not arrive until Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, so it was Tuesday afternoon that they started working all those things. I was literally jubilating with them when Big Brother announced, that they had won their wager. I was super, super excited. And guys, they carried that same energy into the pool party. Oh my God, and the pool party, for the first time in weeks, impressed me to my bones. Remember, on Wednesday, we were all complaining about the pool party. We were complaining about the fact that these housemates were not really doing anything during the pool party. These housemates would always go and be cooking chakalaka or jollof rice or creating pap, cooking during the pool party. Whilst the pool is empty, music is just playing, and Blue Waiver will be the only person shouting, asa, 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 asa. Nobody else is doing anything. But yesterday, it felt as though Big Brother heard our complaints. Yeah, because before we knew it, nobody was actually cooking inside the house. Everybody was inside the pool. They were playing fun games. They were having so much fun. Miracle, that was even buying the meat, he was also dancing, was also having his own fun with Ipeleng. So last night's pool party came with a difference, and it was also spiced up with the excitement of the housemates at winning their wager. Guys, I was so happy. So yeah, thank you, Big Brother. Yeah, I don't know if Big Brother had a hand in that, but I think at some point I saw Black Boy, summoning all the housemates to get into the pool. That it's a pool party, for crying out loud. Nobody should stand out, outside the pool party. So I was kind of excited that, oh, finally something has been done to remedy the boring Thursday parties. Anyways, now moving on to Khosi and Thabang's moments last night. After the pool party, Khosi and Thabang were cacked up together in Ipeleng and Luke's former lovebird on the patio, of course. And they were just having conversations. Khosi was kind of complaining about some of the housemates' attitude towards both of them being together now that Yemi is no longer in the house, specifically about Black Boy's observations. And maybe he has said one or two things to Khosi, asking her questions about why is she with Thabang. I'm not really sure, but she's just basically saying all of those things, that they should be careful. And Thabang was saying he doesn't really care, that he has gotten to the age now where he does not give an actual F about what anybody thinks about his actions. It seemed as though she was asking him why he had not really made the move to kiss her yet, to get really intimate with her. And Thabang was kind of explaining there are times that he wanted to do certain things, but then he would just kind of hold back. It was in the course of his explanation that he just turned suddenly and kissed Khosi deeply, intimately. Hey! Erotically. He took Khosi unawares. Guys, I said, this is how a sleek guy does it. Guys, he kissed Khosi. Khosi was shocked. She looked at him. She was like, oh my God, Thabang. She carried duvet cover her face. Oh my God, Thabang, I can't believe you did that. But she liked it. And Thabang looked at her. I said, yes, I've always wanted to do that. And I want to do that again. And then they were still talking briefly. And they were so close. And then he turned and he kissed her again. Hi! Guys, whilst all of that was happening, the internet was on fire. People were already creating Twitter spaces. There was one particular recording from a Twitter space that I listened to, and I was rolling on the floor and laughing. This person sounded so upset. This person sounded betrayed. Like, guys, oh my God. I was just like, on top of two housemates that don't even give an actual F about what people are thinking on the outside. This one, you want to have IBP on their matter. Guys, it was insane. It was crazy. These people had their kiss, and then they spoke for a while. And then Thabang told Khosi that he was going to go shower, that could they continue this later or tomorrow. And Khosi said yes. And Khosi said she was going to wait for him in that bed. And he said, okay, you do that. And then he left to go and shower, and Khosi was there. I mean, obviously she was really feeling the whole kiss. And guys, I'm not going to lie to you, it was intense. I could feel it. I could feel the tension. Guys, you won't believe that I stayed up all night simply because I just wanted to see if more was going to happen. Yeah, I wanted to see. I was curious. Don't blame me, blame the game, blame the show. I wanted to see if more things were going to happen. But more things did not really happen. But there's a possibility that they might continue today or tomorrow during the Saturday night party. Who knows? I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see. And yeah, sadly, people were losing their mind on social media. People were dragging Khosi. In the midst of all of those draggings, guys, it was just amazing to see how ugly people could be on the inside. Yeah, because obviously I watched what happened. Thabang initiated the kiss, but by the time I got to Twitter, people were saying, oh, so Khosi kissed Thabang. I said, ah. And then people were slut-shaming Khosi, like, oh, look at that one, look at that thing, look at that blah, 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 look at her, and blah, blah, blah. Like, they were making it look like Khosi was defiling a 21-year-old. I'm like, what's the difference in their age again? Khosi is 25. Thabang is 21. It's not like Thabang is a minor. It's not like Thabang is an underage person. Yeah, so what is wrong in both of them being together? I mean, there's been occasions of people having a 10-year age gap between them. I mean, look at Khosi and Yemi. Yemi turned 31 this year, Khosi 25 or 26, but Khosi is still 25. There's that age gap between them. If not 5 years age gap, there's a 6 years age gap between them. So what exactly is the problem? So people were just saying all manner of nonsense on Twitter. But for me, I said, don't worry, people should stay pained. They will kiss again. And you'll be there to witness it. And then you'll cry. You'll cry. But anyways, guys, I would love to know your thoughts about all of these things we've talked about on this video. Please go ahead and share in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys on another video. Have an amazing day. Bye.